Hello everyone and welcome to this video, and in this video we're gonna discuss about basics of Python strings, and there are different use cases we'll be covering in this video. So these are different use cases. We'll try to figure out how to create strings and how to concatenate strings, how to get the length of a string in Python. All these use cases are demonstrated in Python language. So let's dive into the video and see how we can do each of them. So first we'll try to learn how to declare a string or create a string in Python. So it's very easy. We just need to give a name to a string, and s equal to is an assignment variable, and give the string such as hello world, and spelling mistake, yep, hello world, that's it. And I'll just try to print it and show you name. I'll run it. Yep, as we can see, the output is hello world. This is how you create a string. You can also use single quote instead of a double quote, such as a name welcome message. This is not exactly a name, so I'll give it as welcome message, single quote, copy, paste. I'll do this, and there's no welcome message, so I'll just print the welcome message here. So it prints the same. So we can use both single quote and double quote for creating strings. And now we'll see how to concatenate two strings. So for concatenating two strings, we need to have two strings first of all, which means we need to have two variables. In this case, we can also concat without variables, but in this case I'm just showing an example. The first name is John. I'll just keep cyber, last name as Sathas, and full name variable will be first name concatenate, which is plus last name. So just print full name, decrease the size a little, run it, and you can see the CyberSathas we got the output as CyberSathas. So which means we have declared two strings and concatenated those two strings and assigned the full complete string into a full name and another variable and printed that variable. So I have also concatenated, if you can see, I've also concatenated an empty string which is space. So if I remove that and only concatenate these two, you can see the output is combined, both first name and last name. There is no space in between. You can also concatenate space so that it will be very good to look at it as first name space last name. Now we will try to learn what is string indexing in Python. So I'll just try to comment these first, and then I'll give a word variable which is Python 1234, and if there is a use case, if I want to only get the first character of a variable in a string, then how do you do that in Python? So I'll just first character, I'll declare a variable as first character and word of 0. This means, so indexing starts from 0 and it 0 1 2 3 4 5 6, so it goes on until the string. So you can start with 0. If you want to try to print this, print first character, you can see you will get P as an output, right? Clearly see here. And if you want last character, you can easily do it by mentioning as -1 index. It starts from the last. So if you try to run it, you can see 4 is the character which returned by the output. So this is a basics of indexing, string indexing. And if you want to access in any middle character, you can just mention the number uh, as we mentioned first for first and last. So if you want to do for h, it's start with 0 1 2 3. So h is 3. So you can save this and run this and you can get h. So this is string indexing concept. Now we will discuss about string slicing. So slicing allows you to extract a portion of a string. So if you want to only extract a Python from this particular string, then you can do that by, I'll just comment this and I'll cut this one. Now I want to only extract Python from the string. Now how can I do it? I'm declaring another variable and slicing from 0 to what is the end index of n. 0 1 2 3 4 5. Its index is 5, right? So if I'm slicing a part of substring of a complete string. So now if I try to print it, substring, you can it's 5, it's only take so in slicing you need to remember that it won't take the it won't consider the last index mentioned here. You need to mention 6 in order for it to consider until 5. So if you mention 6, it shows full Python substring from the complete string, right? So this is string slicing. And now we will try to learn formatted strings or f strings. So I'll just comment this out and show you example of the f strings. How does it work? So what are the formatted strings or f strings? So f strings allow you to embed expressions inside string literals. So for example, if there is an age equal to 25 and if there is a message, and if I want to include this particular age in this message, how can I do that? I can do f my age is, I can do an expression and age. So now this value will come and sit here in a string literal. So this is a string literal, and if I print message, you can see that output shows my age is 25 instead of my age is age. So this is an expression, so we can embed an expression inside string literal using f strings. So this is one example of strings. And next we will try to learn about escape sequences in strings. So there are different escape sequences in Python. So I'll just comment this first and try to demonstrate what are escape sequences. So this is one kind of an escape sequence, and this can be another escape sequence, and double backslash is another, and slash n slash t, all these are escape sequences, and backslash is an escape character. So when do we use this? For suppose, let's say I declare a variable escape string is a variable, and this is escaped string sequence. So I want to include double quote in this particular sentence, but as you can see, Python considers a complete string from beginning of the double quote to the end of the double quote. So here, even though I want the whole sentence to be this, but it's the double quote is stopping the sentence here itself, and this only is considering this one, and it is ignoring all the remaining string. So how can we escape this one and include in this particular line? We can do in two ways. I can do single quote. I can also do string1. You can also do double quote and use escape sequence backslash. Now we'll see how it prints. So if you do that, there is some error because this. I want to comment that and run it. Now yeah, I need to print this to see what are the outputs. Escape 1, print escape string 1, save, run it. So as you can see, I have successfully included double quote inside the whole string. So this is used, these are used for escaping. So what is double slash? So what if you want to include this doubles backslash inside this string? So if you want to print backslash here, you need to include two double slashes, two backslashes. So I'll comment this one and show you what I'm talking about. So if you do that, you can see in the output, clear this and run again. You can see in the output I am successfully printed a single backslash in the output. What if you want to print double backslash in output? You can do this one again and it will print double backslash. And if you want to keep half of the string in one line and another half of the string in another line in the output, you can simply include slash n in the string and it will do that for you. This is escaped and in another line it's string sequence. So these are all escape sequences we can be using. And escape sequences are used to represent characters that are difficult to type or would cause errors. So you can leverage these characters in such cases. Now we look at different string methods. So Python has various built-in string methods for string manipulation. So I'll show you examples regarding that. Now we'll comment these, get back. Now I'll declare a variable hello world. Just give a space here. I'm wantedly giving space character here. Now I'll try to show you different functions. So this is a variable. I want to convert this particular string into uppercase. So there is a variable, there is a function in Python which is called upper. So what this one will do is this will convert the whole string into uppercase and then store it in variable uppercase. So you can see here uppercase, say run. So you can see there are small characters ELLO which converted into capital letters. Now there is also a lowercase function which is x dot lower and it will convert all the characters to lowercase. As you can see here, H and W converted to lower from capital letters. There is also a title case which is title. So what is a title? A title is something, so if you see this Python programming, P starts as a capital letter and programming starts with capital P. So this is something which title looks like. So this will convert first letter and first words, first letter in the words as a capital letter. As they are already capitals, this won't be doing nothing. It will be just returning the same hello world, as you can see there. And now there is also a function called strip. So what this strip will do, strip will remove all the white spaces which are not needed here So you can see there is a white space before and after. After there is nothing, but before there is a white space character. So this will strip uh, the white space. If I run this, as you can see, the previous outputs were outputted with a space here, but here there is no space. So we successfully stripped the space. So these are some string methods. There are a lot of other built-in string methods which you can explore from Python docs as well, but these are the most basic and common ones used. So previously you have seen formatting a string literal using f strings, but you can also use a function called format, which is inbuilt, and the format method allows you to insert values into a string. So I'll demonstrate how you do that. So for suppose if there is a name variable which is Alice, I'll just give, so I'll type Alice and age as 30. Now formatted string equal to my name is and I am years old. And what you can do is you can use dot format method, and you can give name comma age in the format function. So now I want to print that formatted string, and you can expect, clear this for visibility, and you can expect it, the brackets were replaced with Alice and 30 years variables. So we can do this. The method allows us to insert values into a string. So this is how you insert values into the string, the format, and give the variables there. These will be placed inside brackets expressions in order. And now we will be checking. So if there is a use case to check for a substring in a string, then we can use an operator keyword called as in. I'll show an example of that as well. Let's go down and let's create a word. It's called Python, and is substring is another variable which is th in word. So this particular variable should return either true or false based on th presenting in the word. So we already know th is there in Python, so this should return true. Substring, and I will run this. Sorry, just give me a sec. Yeah, so if I run this, it returned true, as we already know. But what if we mention as SA here, run it, and it returns false because SA is not in the word Python. And last but not least, what if you want to check a length of a string? So I'll just declare a variable length of word is equal to length. I'll just uncomment this. len is a function which is used to find the length of a string, which says number of characters. So if I type word and if I print it, length of word, it will say 6 because Python is 6 characters, as you can see here. So this is a length function, and these all can be used in a complex programming structure where you'll be using basics as creating strings and concatenating, slicing, formatting strings, and escape sequences. And there are a lot more use cases which are not covered in this, but these are the very basic use cases or functionality for strings in Python. Thank you and keep learning.